Okay, now it's working. Okay, Todd. So we're at the house and we're discussing a few things that we're going to be sorting out in the steps and stuff. And as you can see, everybody's here working. Now we've had a slight problem, which has got to be addressed. And unfortunately, it's got to be addressed, and you're going to be having to get cost. This wall here on the rock. Every time it's been raining, and we've had a lot of rain, all this slurry and filthy mud is running down the drive. And it's not a situation that's going to go away. So what Carlos has decided to do is got the guys there, they're clearing all this rock and they're going to clear it with water and jet wash it and stuff. And then on the top here where the guys are standing, they're going to put new turf there to stop any further soil running down. Because as he's saying, where the guy there is standing, and I think you can remember from the video I sent you in the week, they'd already laid grass down this position. But of course, with all the rain, all the soil's come down, trashed the grass off, and it's just going to be something that is going to constantly be doing it to your driveway, which isn't going to be good. So they've got to address this situation, and then they're going to put stuff in here, and they can put little, plant cactus and bits and pieces in there as well. Now, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about because, I think I said from day one, at the moment, we're in your master bedroom, Todd. And with the bracket that we brought, the TV is going to go on this wall here. Well, this wall can only take maximum a 50-inch television because of the width. If you had a 55, the 55 TV would come across this wall by 1.5 inches, which is going to look stupid. So in here, it's got to be a 55. So we're going to be putting the tube and the sockets here. I was never a great fan of this position, and I always thought the best position from your bed, and the interior designer said no, was to put a bracket coming down from the ceiling here. And of course, because you've already got the drop ceiling, as you can see, you've got a drop ceiling here, which is a 6-inch void. The bracket would go in the gap here. And it's remote control, so it comes down, your TV is folded flat, and I really couldn't understand what she was saying, because I'm sort of like crouched down now, so your head would be almost on your pillows as you're lying down. That's your view. You're not going to be looking up at a ceiling to see a TV flat against it, and if you are, it's not going to do a lot, and then your TV's in front of you there. So I don't know. I know you spent the money on the bracket that comes out, but the bracket comes out 48 inches. So it's still, it's a bit of a head swivel to watch TV in bed, because, 48 inches is only here, and, it's going to be, especially two people to watch it in bed, you're almost having to be lying across the bed rather than down the bed. So it's just something I think you should think about. The other things, that the irrigation and the soil and stuff up on there, we've got to put more pipes on the top of that roof, but that's all going to be done. We've discussed other things where we've got this wall here. This is the front gates, and this is, rather than the gas bottles originally Pablo had them here, which is a silly position really. We're building an area here, with a roof and a doorway. So your gas bottles are going to go there, so they're out the way, and they're not sort of like in the main visual area here, which is going to be a lot better. Okay. We're building steps down there, as we said, which are going to be, there's going to be 3 steps, 3 feet wide, 8 inch of each step, so that's all good. The TVs in the... Oh, this is the other thing that we spotted, or I spotted, was I know that Annette wanted this grey accent tile on the floors in the bathroom. And I noticed this the other week. So we're actually going to be putting a grey accent tile in the floor, but it's got to be stone. So the stone, as you know, it's like got to be hand cut. So if you've got some sort of a design that you'd like, or the position where you like, I'd appreciate if you could sort of like send that. Whether you just want a single strip, running away from the wall, following the contours of the room, whether the strip's 3 inches wide, 2 inches wide, 4 inches wide, whatever, whether you want 2 strips, just to give us a little idea of what you want there, Todd, please, because you know they've got to cut the floor to redo the grey contour in the floor, okay? But everything else is going perfectly. These are the closets all waiting to get the doors and to be fitted out. So yeah, everything's good. The guys are all hands on deck. Today was actually clashed as a rain day, but the guys come back to do this work because this week's been a disaster for rain. I can tell you that for nothing. It's been nasty. I haven't been able to do anything on what I've been doing. So everything's looking pretty tickety-boo. The fire pit, all the services and the tubes for the gas and the electric are actually under the tile. So they've only really got to break up one tile when they put the base of the fire pit down. You know, you can. I've done the dimensions of that, which I think are pretty neat. But you might decide that you want it larger or smaller. But I think it's pretty good enough, really, to what's going to happen. So that's the end of the video, and come back to me with any comments.